Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. Guys, if you want to keep up with me when I'm not on the airwaves of YouTube, get down in the description box, click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link, and give me a follow on Instagram, and then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me. I really would appreciate that. Guys, I'm on the move. As you can see, I'm in an airport, so bear with me. Hopefully the internet holds up. Hopefully nobody disturbs me. But I'm gonna try to make this quick and to the point. Y'all know we got basically 3 days until Nvidia's Q2 2025, fiscal year 2025 earnings report comes out. And today I want to walk you through 3 reasons why you should consider buying Nvidia stock right now, ASAP Rocky. But before we get into that, let's take care of a little bit of business. www.richardfain.net, that's the website. Get down in the description box, click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website link, and go check out the digital products. Matter of fact, there's 10 of them, and they're all handpicked by me. So do me a big favor, go check them out, make an investment in yourself, and get to your financial freedom, guys. It will collapse time frames and get you to your financial freedom. Next thing I want you to do is consider joining the Wealth Builders, the Nvidians, Private Mentorship Club. You can join through my website. All you got to do is hit the membership button or the join button and become part of the largest, well, it's not the largest, but it's the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. I almost told a little lie right there. We ain't the largest, but we are the fastest growing. We have over 1,000 wealth builders in 4 months. 1,000 wealth builders, Nvidia. So if you want to be a part of that financial community, guys, go to the website. Like I said, second link down in the description box, and join us today. We'd love to have you. We have a lot of fun. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have a live stream Q&A that we do every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to be a part of that, you need to go ahead and join today and get yourself in the mix. Get yourself in the mix. Next thing, Moo. Now, if you're going to take advantage of this opportunity I'm getting ready to talk about today, you're going to need a great world-class self-directed brokerage app. And I believe Moo provides that. I've been using Moo since January of 2024, and I'm ecstatic. I've not had any issues that you wouldn't have on any other brokerage app, right? No commissions for trades, no monthly maintenance fees, none of that stuff. It's all just amazing to me. So listen, this is what they're going to do for you though. They're going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you try out the Moo brokerage app. So first link down in the description box, go click on that Moo link, get yourself up to 20 free stocks. This is how it works. You put $100 in your new Moo brokerage account, they give you 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in your Moo brokerage account, they give you 20 free stocks. Guys, don't miss this opportunity to collapse time frames and build wealth. Get yourself down at the description box and click on that Moo link and get yourself started today. Like I said, 3 reasons why you should consider buying Nvidia stock before August 28th. Yeah, you want to be in position though. Can't do that unless you're in position, right? Can't do it unless you're in position. So get down in the description box, click on that Moo link and get in position. Next thing I want you to do is, if you don't know how to use a self-directed brokerage app, send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Send me an email and let me know you want to get some tutorial videos that'll walk you through how to use the Moo brokerage app, and I'll go ahead and send you that out ASAP Rocky. Right? All you got to do is send me that email and say, hey, Richard, I've opened my Moo account, I've funded it, but I don't know how to use it. Send me those tutorial videos. And by the way, also send me your wealth transfer blueprint videos so that I know exactly what you're buying. Not that I'm going to do what you're doing, but I'd like to know what you're doing. And if I want to copy it, I can copy it. So that's what you want to make sure you go ahead and do, okay? Do that ASAP. Rocky, guys. You've got to get yourself in position if we're going to be able to take advantage of this amazing opportunity that's getting ready to happen. Well, thank y'all, man, for hanging in there with me and joining me on this Monday morning while I'm traveling, just leaving Boulder, Colorado. I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 3 days here, but now I'm headed back to the Sunshine State where I got to get back to work. I got to get back to grinding. I got to get back to the get back. So I'm on my way. Temperature check, $127.74. That's Nvidia stock price right now. Guess what, guys? The 1% ain't letting this thing happen easy. They're gonna make money as any way they can. You saw what happened to the stock this morning, right? It immediately went up to 131.26, and then boom, slid back down to 126.70. So somebody out here still doing their thing, but that's okay. Launches in 3 business days. Well, matter of fact, it's 2 business days now. Tuesday and Wednesday. Boom. All of this is going to be going in a different direction, in my opinion. But right now, for some of you folks who are considering Nvidia stock as part of your portfolio, hey, you got a little dip going on right here. I don't know what you're waiting on. You got yourself a little dip. You got down to 126.70. Right now it's at 127.63, still in the dip zone. Why? Because it got itself up to 131.26, so it's still in the dip zone. So all I can tell you is you need to get in where you fit in before things, where you can make you some money, in my opinion. Again, not your financial advisor. Don't play one on YouTube, not one in real life. So make sure you go do your own due diligence, go do your own homework to make sure you're doing the right thing for you and your family, right? I'm doing the right thing for me and mine, so you do the right things for yours, you and yours, right? Well, let's go ahead and talk about these 3 things that you should, 3 reasons really, 3 reasons why you should buy Nvidia stock before August 28th. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm telling you what the title is of the article, and it's an AOL.com article, right? So they got their experts, and they want to go through 3 reasons why they believe you should, I'm gonna say, consider buying Nvidia stock, not, just consider it. 3 reasons. Here's the headline. 3 reasons to buy Nvidia stock before August 28th. Did you know that just one company was responsible for more than 30% of the S&P 500's growth for the first 6 months of this year? One company was responsible for 30% of the S&P 500's growth. That's incredible, guys. That is incredible. Take a wild guess at which company you think it is. Yes, indeed, it's Nvidia. The chip maker is the tide rising all boats. Ain't that amazing, guys? Did you know that little fun fact? 30% of the S&P 500 growth is contributed to Nvidia. Wow, 900-pound silverback. It makes sense. Nvidia's technology is driving the artificial intelligence AI boom, enabling a technological revolution that some believe could be as transformative as the internet itself. They're comparing this thing to the internet. Y'all know that's big, man. That's huge. Its massively powerful chips are a hot commodity, and that's putting it lightly, with the rest of the big tech lining up at its door to get their hands on Nvidia's latest iteration. The company more than tripled its year-over-year revenue for the last 3 quarters. Now, all eyes are on the company's next earnings report, to be released August 28th after the market closes. Expectations are high. So, with the release fast approaching, is it a good time to hop on board the Nvidia train? Here are 3 reasons the stock still looks strong. Here we go, guys. Pay attention now. Number 1, CapEx from the rest of Silicon Valley is accelerating. Remember, we've talked about this over the last several weeks. These hyperscalers, these mega caps, doubling down on AI infrastructure. That's what they're talking about. But let's read what they have to say. So the number one thing is CapEx from the rest of Silicon Valley is accelerating. Silicon Valley is spending money. Hyperscalers are spending money. Mega caps are spending money. There was some trepidation in tech as a whole when the latest round of earnings reports kicked off. Although the numbers generally showed positive growth, they fell short of what many investors hoped, with the notable exception of Meta posting monster revenue growth. Yeah, Meta was a monster. I told y'all in April, when they went down to $420 a share, I told y'all Meta is coming back. Guess what? Up $100 a share about 3 months later. But I digress. Let me get back to the point here. So Meta posting monster revenue growth. A major concern was the growing capital expenditures, CapEx from most of Silicon Valley, especially from companies like Alphabet, Microsoft, that built and operate the gargantuan data centers. That's a big word, gargantuan. That's big. Gargantuan data centers, largely responsible for the internet as we know it. Can you start putting this two to two together? These people are saying these mega caps, these hyperscalers are responsible for the internet, basically keeping the internet alive. So you know they have to spend this money in order to stay ahead of technology. They have to. They're responsible for our internet. Come on, guys. This is big stuff here, especially from companies like Alphabet and Microsoft that built and operate the gargantuan data centers largely responsible for the internet as we know it. These cloud operators spent huge sums of money in the last few years upgrading their data centers to be capable of training and running generative AI systems. And their spending is not slowing down. There's an arms race happening in Silicon Valley. No one wants to be left behind. What I've been telling y'all? Y'all know I've been telling y'all this. I told y'all these hyperscalers and these mega caps cannot afford to be last. If you ain't first, you last. That's basically what they're telling you right here, guys. Let me run it by you one more time. These cloud operators spend huge sums of money in the last few years upgrading their data centers to be capable of training and running generative AI systems, and their spending is not slowing down. There's an arms race happening in Silicon Valley. No one wants to be left behind. Look at the uptick in CapEx from Alphabet, aka Google, Microsoft over the last 3 years. Notice the big jump right as AI took over the news cycle in 2023, right? The CapEx growth is only continuing and even accelerating. Check this out, guys. Alphabet spent around $32 billion on CapEx in 2023. 32 billion, guys, on CapEx. Basically, AI infrastructure build out, 32 trillion. This was in 23 now. Check this one out though. Alphabet is on track to spend about 50 billion this year, 2024. This is great news for Nvidia, who is on the supplier side of many of these infrastructure orders. They supply the chips. Who you think Google buying these chips from? Who you think Alphabet buying these chips from? Nvidia. Who you think Microsoft buying them from? Nvidia. This is what I'm telling you guys. You got to put two and two together here. Nvidia is on the supplier side of many of these infrastructure orders. Yes, not all of this revenue is flowing into Nvidia's coffers, but a sizable portion is. There will continue to be a need to upgrade and expand these data centers for some time. And Nvidia will be there to meet that need. Number one reason why they're saying you should consider buying Nvidia is because of the CapEx expenditure by hyperscalers and mega caps. Here's number two reason. Nvidia has a new revenue stream and it could be substantial. Remember a month or so ago, I've been telling you guys, these guys are going to be more than just a chip maker. Remember I told you that? I tried to tell y'all, they're going to be more than a chip maker. This is what they're getting ready to speak to right now. Nvidia has a new revenue stream and could be substantial. The hype around Nvidia's technology is almost entirely focused on its chips. Although this will continue to be the company's bread and butter, Nvidia is expanding its product offerings into a critical category, networking. In simple terms, data needs to travel. Traditionally, data centers used Ethernet-based networks to handle this, but AI can create too much data too quickly for legacy systems to handle. This is a huge one right here, guys. There are other technologies that can be used instead of Ethernet, but retrofitting data centers with this is extremely expensive. So right now these data centers are using Ethernet, but unfortunately Ethernet can't handle the volume. Ethernet can't handle the volume, guys. So who comes in? Nvidia with the Superman cape on. We can help y'all. We can help you. We can help you solve this problem. Data centers. Here we go. That's where Spectrum X comes in. Nvidia's new Ethernet-based networking platform for AI. It's the Spectrum X. Single data ports can handle data speeds up to 800 gigabytes per second with the low latency, and they are still backward compatible with slower Ethernet standards. This allows certain components to be upgraded without completely overhauling the data center's network infrastructure at once. Now, Spectrum X is not the only solution like this on the market. Broadcom also has a similar offering, for example, but I think Nvidia is likely to gain significant market share here because its solution will play nice with Nvidia chips. There's the differentiator right there. So Spectrum X is a game changer, right? Broadcom has a game changer too for these old Ethernet connections. The problem is most of these hyperscalers are buying chips from Nvidia, and Broadcom's Ethernet answer may not be compatible, won't be compatible. But if you buy Spectrum X from Nvidia and you're using their chips, guess what? It's compatible. I love that. See, that's the differentiator, guys. This is why this is the 900-pound silverback gorilla. Because of being that smart, man. Look at these people. Y'all got to understand how smart these people are at Nvidia, man. This CEO and his team, goodness gracious. So Spectrum X is going to be the answer to old Ethernet connection. No. Let's give you an upgraded Ethernet connection. And guess what? It ain't going to cost you as much because you're not going to have to revamp your whole data center network. Use our Spectrum X. You're already using our chips. Boom, you're in the game. So here we go. The components will be optimized to work at maximum capacity when used together. See what I'm saying? Spectrum X, Nvidia chips. When you use them together, you're going to have maximum capacity. Nvidia is building an ecosystem that will reward clients for sticking with its products. This could easily be a multi-billion-dollar revenue stream within a year or two. Come on, guys. That's the second reason. What a amazing opportunity for these guys to kill as these data centers have to upgrade their Ethernet connections. They can use Spectrum X and they're fully compatible with Nvidia's chips. Amazing. Here's number 3 reason why you should consider buying Nvidia before August 28th. Nvidia announced delays in its latest chip, but I doubt it will move the needle, right? So they did. Nvidia announced delays in its latest chip, but I doubt it will move the needle. Here we go. Here's what we're talking about. Nvidia committed itself to updating its flagship AI chip every year. That's quite a tall order and leaves little room for error. The company already seems to have slipped up. That's their opinion. I don't agree with that, but that's their opinion. That's the expert's opinion. I don't agree with it. After a flaw was discovered in its Blackwell AI accelerator chips, the company announced there would be a delay in rolling them out. I think this is unlikely to have any significant impact on the company's bottom line. And here's why. The Hopper chips, which is the current iteration of Superchip, is the Hopper chip, H100, H200, which the Blackwells are intended to replace, are capable of meeting the current needs of its hyperscaler customers. Their sales will probably make up for any potential loss from the delayed Blackwell rollout. So there you go, guys. There's your 3 reasons. So basically what they're telling you here in the 3rd reason is that even if Blackwell is slightly delayed, it's not going to mess with revenue, because right now the best chip on the market is the Hopper, H100, H200. That's the best chip on the market right now. Blackwell would replace that. Now, you already got the number 1 chip, so it doesn't really affect you if you have to. It doesn't really affect you if you have to delay Blackwell, because you already got the Hopper. You already got it, which is the number 1 chip on the market right now. So it's not going to mess with revenue. Let's do a temperature check. Right now, temperature check 125. Yep, 125.60. Well, for somebody out there, guys, to take a look at, you got an opportunity right here to buy the dip. Somebody got an opportunity out here, guys, to buy the dip before the biggest earnings report of 2024 comes out. You got an opportunity right now to buy the dip. Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody has a potential to buy the dip, guys. If you already have been following this, you got about 46 to 47 experts, and 37 of those experts have rated this thing a buy, a strong buy. 4 have rated it, I believe, a hold. Nobody has rated it a sell. And guess what the average price per share over the next 12 months? $144. So right now today at 125, guys, that's an incredible discount. Don't let that discount pass you by. It's an incredible discount. It may, but see, you got to understand, guys, what's happening here is people are anticipating this thing is going to go bananas. People are anticipating it's going bananas, right? So I'm not surprised that right before earnings, you get a little bit of a pullback. Remember, Q1 earnings, same thing happened. Same thing happened with Q1 earnings before the stock split. It pulled back ever so lightly. But then what happened after earnings came out? Went bananas. Went bananas. Remember, it pulled back before May 22nd when the Q1 earnings came out. It pulled back before May 22nd. And you know how I know it pulled back? Because that's when I bought my first, my first long-term batch of Nvidia shares. I bought them at $950 a share. This was before the split, because it pulled back and I bought the dip. And then right after this, I'm sorry, it was before the earnings report. The earnings report came out May 22nd. I bought May 20. I bought May 20 for $9.50 a share. May 22 came around, May 23, that thing went to the moon. Instantly. Now, I'm not saying it'll do the same thing on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. What I'm telling you is right now you got an opportunity to buy the dip. So if anybody's been on the fence saying, golly, man, whew, man, I wish I could have got this thing under the 129. I got an opportunity right now today to get this thing at 125. Guys, it's a bargain, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you anything like that. I'm just telling you, in my opinion, that's a bargain. You should be all over that. Now, for you guys that don't have a brokerage app, get down in the description box, click on the Moomoo link, open up the Moomoo account today. They're gonna give you up to 20 free stocks just for trying out the brokerage app. You put $100 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, you're gonna get 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, you're gonna get 20 free publicly traded stocks just to start. And then all you gotta do then is transfer you some more money in, or use your $100 or your $1,000 that you already transferred in. And then you have an opportunity to start buying some paper assets before August 28th. You can always buy after August 28th too, guys. You can. But I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to get on this thing while we're in the dip phase. Right now, I believe this is the dip phase. I believe this thing goes higher. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't play one on YouTube. I'm not one in real life. I'm not trying to give you financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, informational purposes only. I'm reading an article from AOL.com. So I'm not trying to be an expert here. I'm just trying to give you some idea of how I've built wealth over the last 20 years and give you some indication of what you can potentially do in order to build your wealth. That's up to you if you want to go ahead and do that or not. But let's real quick hit those 3 reasons to buy an Nvidia stock before August 28th, and then we're going to move on to something else that I want to cover before I got to get out of here. The number 1 reason is the CapEx from the rest of the Silicon Valley. CapEx for your hyperscalers, your mega caps are ramping up. I've already told you Google, they spent a lot of money. They spent $32 billion in 2023 on AI infrastructure build out. They're gonna spend $50 billion in 2024 on CapEx, on chips. They're gonna spend that. So all I'm telling you guys is the money's there, the revenue stream is there. Nvidia controls 80% of the market share. If you control 80% of the market share and there's a $300 billion spend, how much of that you think you're gonna get? Let's say even if you control 70% of the market share on a $300 billion spend. Let's say there's a $300 billion spend from hyperscalers and mega caps in 2025. How much of that you think Nvidia is gonna get? They're gonna get a lot of it because they control 70 to 80, 85% of the market share. So the number 1 reason to consider buying before the 28th is because of the CapEx from the rest of Silicon Valley is accelerating. They got to spend money on this AI infrastructure. The second thing you want to think about, the second reason, is Nvidia has a new revenue stream, and it could be substantial. And they're talking about their Spectrum X, Nvidia's new Ethernet-based networking platform for AI. So Nvidia has come up with this Spectrum X. Now, most of these data centers, like I mentioned earlier, have old Ethernet connection. They came up with an upgraded version. And guess what the revenue potential for that one is? It says this could easily be a multi-billion-dollar revenue stream within a year or 2. And guess what? It's compatible with their chips. So if I'm a hyperscaler and I'm using Nvidia chips in my data center, and I got a slow Ethernet or an old Ethernet connection, Broadcom has capability, but their capability ain't gonna be compatible with Nvidia chips. So how much can you use of Broadcom unless you got Broadcom chips? which most of them, they have some, but they got more Nvidia than they got Broadcom, is what I'm saying. So there's a built-in revenue source, additional revenue source right there. So that's the second reason, that additional revenue source. And then obviously the third one is they already got the best chip on the market anyways, which is the Hopper, which is the H100, the H200 GPU chips. Those are already on the market. So even if Blackwell is delayed, which it may be, it's not gonna upset their revenue, is what I'm saying. Their revenue will still continue to roll because they got the #1 chip on the market right now. So those are your three reasons, guys, to consider buying Nvidia before August 28th. Again, not a financial advisor, just reading you three reasons that an expert gave that you should consider buying it. So guys, jump on that ASAP Rocky. Get down in the description box, like I said, and hit that Moomoo link and open up that Moomoo account today and go get that free stock and go get that free money. Don't delay, act today. Go ahead and get Moomoo set up, guys. And then send me that email and let me know you've set it up so that I can send you some tutorial videos done by the folks at Moomoo to help you use that brokerage app. Also, I'll send you my wealth transfer blueprint 1.0, 2.0, outlining all the investments that I buy to build my wealth over the next 10 years using this Moomoo brokerage app. All right, let's talk about a little bit what's going on in the stock market today. Basically 3 days before what I call launch day. My Nvidians over in the Wealth Builders Private Mentorship Group, they know what I'm talking about. I want to say hello to my Nvidians. And guys, rocket ship about to launch. So we already got it fueled up. It's ready to go. And tomorrow we start the countdown. And I'm so proud to be on that rocket ship with y'all. Thank you for allowing me to share this community with you. We are doing some amazing things over in the Wealth Builders community, guys. Fastest growing financial community on Patreon. If you want to be a part of it, get to the description box, click on my www.richardfain.net link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website link. Go ahead and click on that. Hit the membership button, hit the join button, and join the Wealth Builders. Guys, we got 1,000 Wealth Builders over there. 1,000 Nvidians, all going in one direction. All piled in on the rocket ship, strapped in. This thing gonna be launching in 2 days. I love it. Okay, let me get down here and see what's going on in the market. Here's the headline. Dow rallies 200 points to new record, completing comeback from early August. This is what it did today. It rallied this morning now. I don't know where it's at right now, but this morning when the market opened, it rallied. The Dow Industrial Average rose to a new record level on Monday as investors look to push equities higher now that the Federal Reserve indicated that rate cuts are forthcoming. The 30 stock index gained 200 points, or 0.5%, while the S&P 500 rose 0.1. The NASDAQ composite slipped 0.2. Stocks are coming off a strong week that was highlighted by comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell that interest rate cuts are on the horizon. Wall Street has been anxiously awaiting a rate cut, especially in light of some worrying economic data that sparked a sell-off at the beginning of August and worried investors that elevated borrowing costs could damage the U.S. economy. Now, you guys know, last Friday, Chair Powell was at Jackson Hole doing an economic symposium. And in that talk at Jackson Hole, he did mention that they have sufficient evidence in order to support lowering the short-term interest rate, AKA the Fed funds rate. And 100% of the market believes that will happen in their September 17 and 18 meeting. So that's one catalyst, along with the Nvidia's August 28th earnings report. That's your number one catalyst, and then rate cuts on the 18th is your second catalyst. And a lot of people think you will have a Labor Day rally, a Labor Day bounce. So be prepared for that. Let's keep moving though. Stocks are coming off a strong week that was highlighted by comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell that interest rate cuts are on the same or on the horizon. Wall Street has been anxiously awaiting a rate cut, especially in light of some worrying economic data that sparked a sell-off at the beginning of August and worried investors that elevated borrowing costs would damage the U.S. economy. But equities have since rebounded and are now hovering near all-time highs. The S&P was less than 1% away from its record high set in mid-July. The rebound was broadened out to the wider market, with the small cap Russell 2000 adding 3% following Powell's comments. Powell's comments keeps a tailwind at the market's back into year end, making it harder to expect a retest of this month's lows. That came from the global head of market strategy at Street Station. To be sure, Powell did not indicate when or by how much interest rates would be potentially lowered. Traders remain unanimous in their forecast for a rate cut at the Fed's September policy meeting. However, per the CME Group's FedWatch tool. So there you go, guys. There's an update on the market this morning. Let's do a temperature check to make sure we got our eyes on the darling of Wall Street. 126.48 per share right now. Let's take a look and see what ServPro is doing. ServPro was down this morning. ServPro is down now. $9.93 a share. Again, guys, not telling you what to do, but that may be an opportunity. I think both stocks bounce after earnings on August 28th, so you can figure out how you want to handle that one. But my opinion is consider the dip. We're in dip season, so dip season will end soon. So we're in dip season. Consider, getting in where you fit in. If you want to have yourself an opportunity to do what you need to do as it relates to long-term wealth, right? Build your wealth in the red, collect your wealth in the green, right? Let's see what else is happening here in the market before we sign off. Also want to remind you guys about Wealth Builders, fastest growing financial community on Patreon. You guys can join by going down to the description box, clicking on that second link in the description box, and www.richardfain.net. Click on the website link. You're going to see something that says membership here or join here, and then click on that, and then you can also go ahead and join the Wealth Builders if you want to go ahead and do that. That's an opportunity to get yourself around 1,000 other people going in the same direction that you're going in. So make sure you consider that. Also, don't forget the digital products, 10 big-time digital products, handpicked by myself, that can help you collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Everything from how to invest in real estate with little to no money down, all the way up to how to invest in the stock market, right? Using index funds, the drip technique, etc. So don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Get down in the description box and take a look at those links if you don't mind. Don't forget the Moomoo link, up to 20 free stocks when you try Moomoo's self-directed brokerage app. You put $100 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, you're going to get 8 free publicly traded stocks. You put $1,000 in your new brokerage account, you're going to get 20 publicly traded stocks free for just trying out the brokerage app. So make sure you get down there and check those out if you don't mind. Let me see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. See what you guys over in the chat doing. Y'all behaving in the chat? Probably not. Let me see what y'all doing in the chat. There we go. Y'all soybean billionaires behaving in the chat? Probably not. Y'all are probably not behaving. All right, let's take a look at stocks today and see what we got. Also, like I said, down on the private mentorship group, guys, we're having 8 o'clock p.m. Live streams, but it's Q&A. I don't do any more Q&As on YouTube, but the Q&As are going to be done on the private mentorship club. So if you want to be a part of those 8 p.m. Eastern time every Monday, and we spend about 2 hours doing Q&A, definitely go to the website. And like I said, click on the join button, click on the membership button, and join the Wealth Builders. So tonight, when I get back home tonight, we're going to have the Q&A at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you guys can be a part of that if you'd like to. Let's see what else is going on here that we can talk about before I sign off. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here in the Nvidia news. So also what you got to understand, guys, is just think about Nvidia, what they've done over the last 5 years. So in 2019, revenues were about 11 billion. 2024 revenues jumped up to 60 billion. It's projected over the next 5 years, revenues will jump up anywhere between 250 to 300 billion, right? So you got another 5X coming. So you had one 5X, 2019 to 2024, and it's projected that you'll have another 5X over the next 5 years. So think about a 126, 127, 129, 130 stock price today, and you put a 5X on it. That's where a lot of the wealth is going to be captured over the next 3 to 5 years, is watching this company's revenue go from 60 billion to 300 billion based on the 3 reasons that I just gave you earlier in the live. Those are the 3 key reasons revenue, at least I believe, revenue goes from 60 billion to 300 billion, which is a 5X on your money. So if your stock price is trading at 130 today and you 5X that, that's where the opportunity is that you got to consider. And historically, it's been done. So we can definitely always point to history. History says it can be done because it was done in 2019 or 2024. And remember, companies like Alphabet, aka Google, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Meta, Apple, even Tesla, and about 100 other smaller companies. When I say smaller companies, I talk about non-mega caps, non-hyperscalers, are gonna have to spend money on they're gonna have CapEx, capital expenditure towards artificial intelligence infrastructure. They gotta build it out. Remember, we talked about this Ethernet connection. All of these data centers have old Ethernet connections, and they have to upgrade these Ethernet connections. And it's going to cost money to upgrade them. And in order to upgrade them, you're going to need chips. You're going to need the newest and greatest chips. So a lot of the data centers building out their infrastructure, they have no other choice but to build out the infrastructure. So just keep that in mind as you think about this Nvidia stock as an opportunity. Also, make sure you keep your portfolio diversified. Don't be too heavy in one thing, in my opinion. Keep it diversified. Personally, myself, the S&P 500, information technology, Mag 7, Nvidia are the long-term assets that I currently buy. And then you got the shorts, Serve Robotics, Rocket Lab, Celsius Holdings, Sirius XM. All of these are short plays that I have while my long plays sort of materialize. So keep that in mind, guys, as you look at this stock, the opportunity there. I'm gonna get ready to sign off, guys. I gotta go catch my flight, but I will be back this afternoon. So with an update once the market closes. Let's do one last temperature check on Nvidia, and then I'm gonna sign off. And I'll see you guys this afternoon when I get back in place, when I get back in town. Let's see here, 126.90. So it's starting its ascent upward. We had a small dip this morning down to 124.37, but now it's starting its ascent. And remember, August 28th is earnings report. So get yourself in position, guys. Earnings report. So remember to get yourself in positions for that. Like I said, if you don't have a self-directed brokerage app, get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, open up your new Moomoo account today, get yourself up to 20 free stocks, and then send me an email through the website letting me know that you opened the Moomoo account so that I can go ahead and send you tutorial videos so that you can learn how to use this app so that you're in position, right? We got a couple of strong months coming, in my opinion. Not sure what'll happen around election time, but for right now, the rest of August, the rest of September, October, we're going to have some strong months in the stock market, in my opinion. Not sure what will happen in November with the election, but in the meantime, get in where you fit in. Use that Moomoo brokerage account in order to position yourself to get you some big boy blue chip stocks. 20 of them to be exact. When you put $1,000 in your new brokerage account, you'll get 8 of them if you put $100 in your new brokerage account. So make sure you get in where you fit in. Also, get down in the description box and click on that website link, www.richardfame.net, and take a look at those digital products, 10 digital products that I want you to take a look at that could help collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also join the private mentorship club, the Wealth Builders, the Nvidians, fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We already got 1,000 people over there in 4 months, guys. Why? Because we got attitude over there. And attitude is contagious, especially when it's the right attitude. It's a wealth building attitude and it's contagious. So wrap yourself around that group of community of people who are going in the same direction so that you can get yourself some of this contagion. Is that the proper word for it? Contagion? Financial contagion? Get you some of this financial contagion. Okay, wealth builders, we got 2 days until launch. You can only bring a carry-on and one over-the-shoulder bag. You can't bring a lot of luggage now. We ain't got room for all that luggage. One carry-on and a little flip over your shoulder bag. That's it. All right, because we going to the moon, but we're coming back. We're just going there for a while, but we're coming back, and then we're gonna keep building as well. So pack light, be ready to launch in 2 days. Rocket ship already fueled and ready to take off. I'm so hyped and amped for this launch that we're getting ready to go on. Nvidians, are y'all ready? I hope you are. I'm stoked. And yeah, man, this is finna be great. One more temperature check. 126.58. We're ascending again, guys. If you missed the dip, I'm sorry. You still got a little bit of opportunity to buy the dip because remember, we got to 131.28 this morning. So you still got time to buy the dip before we get back to 131.28 or higher today. I think we'll go higher today. I think this morning was an opportunity to buy the dip. We had a little bit of sell-off in the NASDAQ, sell-off in mega caps, hyperscalers, but I think we'll recover this afternoon, at the latest tomorrow, and then I think we're launch. We're launch on August 28th when the market closes. So be prepared. Like I said, get down in the description box, click on those links, Moomoo link, website link. Make sure you give me a follow on Instagram. That's down in the description box as well. Richard Fame Millionaire Mentor Instagram link. Get down there and give me a follow on Instagram and then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me so that I can go ahead and say thank you. I appreciate y'all's support, man. Hey, appreciate y'all also, soybean billionaires. Y'all were a little quiet today. I'm not sure where y'all at. Maybe you're on your yacht, selling somewhere. I don't know. Maybe you're on the private jet going to Italy or Greece. I don't know. Y'all were quiet today, soybean billionaires. Algorithm, y'all did not boost the algorithm today. Not real happy about that. I'm gonna have a conversation with some of you soybean billionaires because you guys normally get the algorithm going and y'all were light today. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're enjoying luxury, a luxury villa in Tuscany, some remote corner of the world where only billionaires go. Maybe y'all are enjoying that and doing your thing. Let me ask y'all a favor. Do me a favor. One of those exotic trips to Africa or some remote corner of the world, can you soybean billionaires let me include me? Just send your private jet to get me, and I'll go hang out with you guys for a weekend. How about it? Sounds like a plan? All right. Well, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here. I got to go catch this flight before I miss this flight. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Lock it in with a thumbs up if you don't mind. Like I said, get down in the description box. Click on that Moomoo link. Get you up to 20 free stocks. Click on the website link. Join the Wealth Builders Mentorship Club, fastest growing financial community on Patreon. And then also give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Instagram, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor, Instagram link down in the description box. Well, all right, guys. Nvidians, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.